Okay, so once we are done with setting up midjourney, now we really start. So in order to start, first we need to create those images, and for that you need to write the prompt. So for that prompt, I have created a specific syntax that you just need to follow, and there is no struggle in creating those images, and they will be beautiful and detailed. So let's get started. So once you start writing the prompt, you need to follow this syntax. So first you need to mention the type of style, then the scene, then the atmosphere, then the medium, and then the parameters. Okay, so let me explain one by one what is that. So first, style. So let me show you what style actually means. So let me show you how the prompts actually look like. So here you can see I have written a trader using his phone in his room in front of his computer where trading is going on. Good lighting room, realistic, real, world-like, hyper-realistic, detailed. This is the parameter, aspect ratio 16:9. Over here I have not mentioned style because I thought I don't require any style over here. But you might need that, right? Sometime you might need a old image that is taken from maybe a old camera and anything. Let's see what is that. So over here I have mentioned the style and I have used that same prompt, a trader using his phone in his room, as I told you earlier, right? Over here I have mentioned vintage old style. As you can see, the person is old now and the surroundings have changed and it is now vintage look. Similarly over here, that's gritty style. So there are a lot of style options that you can use, and for that we'll give you a document where you get the names of the style, right? So you can use them. Whenever you mention the style, put a comma, then after that scene, then comma, then atmosphere, comma, while writing the prompt. Okay, and now let's see more styles. So to clear everything up, I have used a very common style, like Game of Thrones style. So now the images follow a theme, which is of Game of Thrones, right? So you now get what style does. So after style, we have scene. Obviously, as the name suggests, scene means what you want in your image. So over here, my scene is a trader using his phone in his room in front of his computer. And now next we have atmosphere. So atmosphere is like the surrounding you want. So over here, you can see where trading is going on, good lighting room. So this is the atmosphere. I think atmosphere is clear. And yeah, if you have any doubt, you can just contact us through our Discord server. We'll help you there. So what is medium? Over here, you can see this green line represent the medium. That is realistic, real, world-like, hyper-realistic, detailed. So what is the purpose of this? So as you can see, this is realistic, real, world-like, hyper-realistic, detailed. This means this enhances the image, right? So this is very important. To be honest, if you don't write this, you can see the difference clearly. We need to include this realistic, real, world-like. You can add 4 to 5. According to me, if you copy this, you'll get the best results. And now the parameter. That's the important one. And to be honest, you don't need to worry about that too much. To always mention the aspect ratio, that is 16:9 over here. If you want to create that for real, then you reverse that 9:16. So I think you get that. If you use editing softwares, then you can get that, right? 16:9 is like the landscape and the 9:16 is the horizontal that we use for reels. So dash dash AR 16:9. So dash dash means that is the parameter. And AR means aspect ratio. And then what is the aspect ratio? 16:9. And we also have some more parameters that you can see on Midjourney's website. If you want a detailed video on that, you can mention that on our Discord server. We'll make one. But for now, I think this is enough. S is one more parameter. That means stylize. And it lies between 10 to 1000. So now what does stylize does? So let me explain what stylize 10 mean. So when I mention stylize 10, that means the Midjourney will strictly follow your commands. It will give image according to your commands and will not deviate, will not use its own creativity a lot. When you put stylize 1000, it goes to an extreme extent where it will use its own creativity and give you bizarre results. Like over here, I've got like when I use the same prompt, I have got this 4 images. Maybe if you want something very creative, you can go for this because S1000 is very creative according to Midjourney. So better to stick with the original prompt where we only have AR 16:9 to not make this complex. And at last, let me show you one more parameter that we can use. That is dash dash no. Dash dash no rain. So the parameter is dash dash no. So over here I have written dash dash no rain. That means there will be no rain in my image because constantly I was getting images that had rain and I didn't want that. So I just put that dash dash no rain. That can be useful for you, right? Okay, so I think I have covered everything, every block of this format. Okay, so let me recap everything, right? So style. Let me give you one more example, the last example which we can use. So if you have seen Pixar movies, this is the character like Pixar, right? So now I use that same prompt, Pixar style. So now you can see that these images generated are Pixar style. This character is so much like Pixar character, right? This also. And also the atmosphere is also like Pixar. What is the scene? Scene is what you want in your image, right? Like over here, a trader using his phone in his room. And now atmosphere is the surrounding you want. So like I have written here where trading is going on. So over here you can see the surrounding where there is a PC where trading is going on. So that's the atmosphere. We'll share you this page so you'll get a good idea about this. So medium is something that enhances the image. So you can write something that can help you increase the quality of image. Like over here I've used realistic, real world like hyperrealistic detail. And I think this is enough. You can copy this same. So parameter, as I explained in detail, it is very important. Over here AR 16:9 or 9:16 is one of the important one that we'll be using frequently. And obviously dash dash no, that is also important.